Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 39. So far, we're going to keep looking at cartooning the hidden figure with Jack Ham, and we are going to continue looking at the next part, which is cartoon hair, specifically the male hair, and a little bit of the head shapes and stuff like that too, because I really didn't get to the female hair and stuff yet. I'll do that next, but for now, just looking at the male hair. Basically, the book itself kind of really talks about starting off with the hair and everything. You should really look at first the different kinds of head shapes and everything. So I'm going to put up a page of the book so you can just read it and look at it yourself. Okay, so far with this, just looking at the page and everything, it talks about how you can have different kinds of head shapes where it's like you have curves, which are more roundish, flat heads, or pointed heads. Even then, you can just experiment with it. Like you have like square heads, rectangle, oval, just any kind of shape you want. But basically, just talks about how the different kinds of like shape of the head can go into what kind of hair and stuff goes on it as well. Also, depending on what kind of character and stuff you want and things like that. So if you want like a bald character, an older or younger character, the hair can vary a lot too with that. So really looking at this and everything too, just it has a ton of different variety of hair where it's like hair is growing on the forehead towards the forehead, hair is growing away from the forehead, hair growing specifically in the center of the head, like just different kinds of things like that. And it also talks about how with the front facing view of hair, because a lot of it's like side facing, it says the front facing view of hair says basically if you can do a side view, you can do a front one really no problem. So really with this, I'm going to like experiment, just kind of see like, kind of experimenting stuff with this too for a bit, but based on draw like a few side hair and then just try some with face looking, just some forward facing faces and put hair on them, and then a lot of side facing faces with hair on them. But yeah, so far just again just looking at the page for an example, just all the references, I would just like say the number I'm probably going to try and just like see what I can do with it. But yeah, let me pull this up real quick. So far I'm going to be using Krita and Paint for this, because with Krita I can at least use layers and that helps me with practicing and everything. With Paint there are layers, but it gets weird trying to reload everything in and it makes things kind of blurry and stuff. But so with this I'm going to mess around with Krita, and then I'll mess around with Paint just to show you can do it in something that simple as well too. So the main thing stuff with this and Krita, as you can see, I like practice and see the different kinds of faces and things like that I've tried and practiced with this. So I'm gonna like just try a bit more things. You just see like variety stuff of this. So far you should be able to see all my like settings and stuff on here too, like at the very bottom and stuff here too. You can see like what the size of the paper is next to what I'm going to use, like resize it and everything. So let me do this, because I just like being this close and stuff too. It's like the other thing, I'm just used to being that close to be able to just try and draw. So, and same thing with my brushes and stuff too. I just prefer using like the ink 4-pin rough, and I usually set it to 0.80 pixels. I usually just do that because I just like drawing. Like, I don't know why it's a habit, I just draw really small. But so far we'll just start off with just drawing just a random circle. Let's just do that. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything, just a circle or whatever, or an oval or however you want. Like this, not even perfect, his head's kind of flat, but just leave it. I also just draw maybe like 2 more so I don't have to keep doing it each time. So this, just try more, yeah, like a square head. And this one will try more of a smaller oval head or something like that too. So we'll just kind of see how that works. Okay, just move it over like this. And then from there, I just add a. Oh, wait, hold on real quick. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, just had to do something. Alright. So with this, like I said, we just start just doing something random. So we just put like a nose or something on them. Okay, then we just go ahead and just fix this. Just get rid of the intersecting lines. Okay. Then we just put like a random mouth or something like that too, just kind of see what we can do. So because basically this all can just act like review and everything like that for things we just done in the older ones. Just drawing like a mouth, of like basically just overall just drawing a face, so we can kind of just see exactly like, you know, get more practice in that. Let me undo that real quick. Okay, and then from there, just go ahead and draw like an eye. So an eye and an eyebrow. So just something random like that. And let's just see. Yeah, something random like that. Actually, let me do this as well. Just move it over and stuff, because I've just been doing this just like, instead of just a complete profile, just more an angle. So just kind of mess around with that a bit more. Okay, so draw the other eye. And we already got that one. Alright. And then just add an ear, just why not? Alright. So far that's just for the face and stuff there. And then for hair, we just try something random and stuff with this. So looking at the book, again, just go back and look at that. Yeah, let's try like, for this first one over here, I'll try like number 3. Where just kind of like just a little bit of hair and everything and stuff like that too. And just kind of see how that will end up looking and everything and stuff here. That, and just try a little bit of stuff here on it. Yeah, if you hear the sound of the drawing tablet, just have it like really close to the thing, but again, just a little bit of sound of just trying some stuff on it. And then basically from here, I just like, since I'm in Crit, I just experiment with just like erasing part of the head, so you can just see what it looks like without the intersecting line. Yeah, so far just something like this. Alright. Yeah. So basically just something like this, simple and everything and stuff like that too and all. Just, again, basic hair, kind of balding and stuff like that too and all. Really nothing crazy fancy and all that. Okay, so far the other one I'll try is... Okay, let's try number 13 on the second one. Okay. So number 13, let me go over to here. Again, just something pretty simple and all that, so. Yeah, so I can do it either way, just erase all of it or just keep part of the head and stuff there too, so why not? But yeah, just basic hair and stuff like that too, just like messing with simple lines and everything to make hair and things for that. And then the next one and everything, we do this one where it's just like, let me see. So far, it's something kind of similar to number 18 on the page, but not 100% exactly. Basically, with this, I just kind of like, just try something like, let's see. You can just put some lines in there, just kind of fill it out. Then you go to the face and then just erase the outline of the head. And just kind of something like this. Basically just a more kind of simplified looking hair and everything. So I can just put some more lines in here, just like close stuff up, just to. Yeah, just little things like that, just trying random stuff just to see what kind of hair you can make. So really just a variety of things like that. So I'll just try like, let's say like 2 more or something like that too and all. So let's see, go for a more. Yeah, just kind of lumpy your head. Let's see that. And try a more square head. Because you can see I'm just kind of getting like sloppier with the head shapes and everything. Because really right now I'm just more focused on trying to get more of the hair and everything. So the face is just through repetition and practice. Just get used to like the little things and stuff like that. Also hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, with this so far, just, let's see. Again, just noses, just trying a variety of stuff. You never know, just something. Just gonna put a mouth, why not? You know, in fact, let's do this. Everything here. Have that go around to here. For here, we'll do this. And for this one, just smile there. And do this, kind of cut it off a bit. Then I'll just go back and erase it and stuff in a second. Just put eyes and stuff for now, so. Alright. Then just go back through and just erase some of the intersecting lines. Just try something a bit different. Just trying like concave mouth and everything and stuff like that too, and all just open, like bigger jaw lines, shorter mouths, things like that. Okay. Fix this real quick. Yeah, I really haven't put any beards or mustaches on them. I just been focusing on just doing the hair. So again, if you want to practice putting mustaches or beards on them, you can. Right now, I'm just kind of focused more on the hair on the top of the head rather than the bottom. So okay, so far for this, just look and see something. Okay, so we're just I didn't put any ears or anything. So that's just this. So far for this, I'll just try something pretty simple. So let's just try. Oop, wait, hold on. There's a problem I keep doing a lot where I'll just like forget to like just move over to the other layer. Alright, so far for this, try something simple. So something simple like this, and let's see what else we can do. Yeah, just try going outside the head a little bit too and all that. Yeah, so far just simple hair. So far something like that, I really don't have to erase the back of the head because it kind of blends in there a bit, but just try erasing it just to see what it look like. Yeah, it really doesn't look too different. You erasing stuff if you want. Just easier to practice with other layers. Okay, for the middle one, we'll just try. Let's see. Just looking at all the examples. Okay, you know what? I see what to do. Let's try this. Just. That, and then we'll just put just some lines and stuff in it, because why not? Then we'll just erase the head outline. So far, let me try this real quick. But kind of move it down a bit more to around here. And erase this to see. Yeah, something around here. Things like that can look like that. We're gonna try erasing the outline and see how it looks. So I'm just experimenting stuff now, just to kind of see. Like I said, nothing wrong with experimenting. Just see like how the hair will look with this, without it. Just yeah, like I said again, just no hairline or anything too. Again, just however you want to look. It can look like that, or just try. Yeah. Either way, like I said, just trying random stuff and all that too. Just have to kind of like experiment, work with like certain types of hair, especially when it comes to coloring it in. It gets kind of difficult with that, specifically for me. Okay, and let's see about this. Okay, let's try. Wait a minute. Okay, just put an ear here, and then we just try putting some dots around here. And let's see. Try this. Okay, then we just erase part of the face. probably put more lines and stuff there too, just to see. It does look a bit off. Yeah, something like this. Again, so far just with a lot of the heads and everything and stuff like that too, just... Oop, wait a minute. Didn't mean 770. There we go. So far just with a lot of the heads and stuff like that too, just looking at these. Again, so far looking specifically like the ones just drew and everything too, like these 6. Again, nothing really too special, just experimenting, just seeing like what you can do and everything. Just a matter of just trying out a bunch of different hair and everything like that too. Really just however you want the character to look is what kind of hair and stuff you use. Like for this one here, which I actually have no idea if you can see my cursor and stuff too, but basically going off of the, let me just circle it just in case you can't see it, because I don't know if I have the software set to record or not. Basically going off of this one and stuff right here, like with something like that, if you want to look like older, then again slightly balding or something like that too and all. Or specifically if you want something like this, something that kind of looks younger a little bit as well, younger, maybe a bit goofier, anything like that. Or even, yeah, like I said, just various stuff like that too, because especially like this one and stuff here and all that as well, same thing, he looks older because of the balding hair and everything like that. Or even the one to the right of that, like that one again, just experimenting stuff with, because he really didn't necessarily have a style, have to kind of like work around with that. But even the one at the end, just a bit more devious hair and everything. So far, that's just the main thing with hair, just experimenting with a variety of stuff and just seeing what you can do. And I'm also going to switch over to something else real quick. Okay, now I'm over in Paint. And with Paint, like I said, I've drawn like a few here, basically showing you can do the exact same thing in anything simple, like even if you don't have layers and stuff. I know there's like a layers button right here, but again, it gets weird when it comes to like saving and bringing images back, so you're basically better off kind of just like working with one layer and stuff in Paint specifically. So I'm going to just go into my normal size and everything. Okay, so basically with this, like if I'm working with it, just one layer, one image only, and that's it. So I'll basically do the same thing, just draw kind of a shape and everything like that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a perfect shape. Just put like a nose, a mouth, and eyes. Just keep it simple. An ear. Then just erase whatever shapes and stuff too that don't need to be there. So I just erase part of the mouth if I feel like it. Same thing with the nose. A little bit too much of the nose. Okay. And basically from this, like again, I have the face and everything, and I just have to plan out like what kind of hair and stuff do I want with this. So for example, if I want it like in a older person or something like that too, I could do something like, let's say I want to like basically bald on the top and everything, stuff like that too. So basically I do something like this, just hair stuff going behind the ear, something like this and all that, just kind of bald or whatever. And then like I would just use the paint tool or something like, or the bucket tool, just to fill it in if I had the lines and stuff perfectly there. But so don't get that. Okay, now let's see. There we go. So something like that or whatever. If I wanted like an older looking character or something like that too. Same thing with if we just like erase it real quick. Just erase it and just put it back in. And just fill in the head, ear. Or even if I wanted it to be like, okay, basically hair or something like this, kind of just going over or whatever. This can also work and stuff here as well, but basically kind of have to plan it out a bit more. So I'd like erase part of his head and then just kind of come back to it and just do something like this. Again, just basic hair or something like that, two and all. Just make the hair here maybe like a bit longer, something like that. A few more things. Yeah, let's just see. Just anything like that. Just like experimenting and stuff too. Just kind of seeing like what happens if you just erase part of the head, or just like plan out what you want. Or even like, let's say, I do a lot of stuff with lines, like specifically lines like, let's say this, and then just, whoop. Just something like this or whatever, just varying stuff with the hair and everything of what I want to try to do, things like that. So, trying to see what the hair and stuff look like with that, or let's try like one more. Like, something like this, just and then just put random lines stuff in there too, just to kind of see what it will look like and everything with that. Just even something like this as well, like if you just want to try like just a different kind of variety of hair and everything, just trying whatever, just like with one layer you kind of like plan it out a bit more, erase, just try various things until you get used to it, because it took me a while and stuff too to even get used to just making stuff like this and everything as well. So basically the main thing I recommend is, if you practice it, just again the head, just try different types of shapes and everything and stuff like that too, like these and everything and stuff as well. We're just kind of like various kinds of head shapes and everything too, like ovals, circles, rectangular, square. Because especially if you're trying something with like a good layer system like Krita or something else, again, just draw the face on one, draw the hair on the other, practice it, and just kind of see what it looks like if you erase part of the head or keep the head there, just whatever you want. Then if you want something simple like paint or even paper and pencil, that's good practice for not using layers or anything like that either. So you can just practice putting it on one image and just planning your stuff out a bit better. So it's good to kind of practice with something with a lot of layers, or something where it's just simple, just paper and pencil or paint or just anything like that. So yeah, that's the main thing I would highly recommend. So the next thing after this will be female hair, then hats, and then emotions. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.